Right chaps, how's it going and welcome back. Right, we're looking at the Panther 88 today. Two reasons for that. First being, is anybody else bored of playing Type 59, if you've got one? Well, I am. We'll talk about the reasons why I'm getting bored of it in a minute. And second reason, Panther 88 is now in the tech tree. So if you didn't manage to get yourself a Type 59 when it was on sale, what are the other options? Well, we could buy a super pushing, maybe, if that's your sort of thing. Very slow, fairly well armoured medium tank. What else is there? Can't really think of any other mediums. Don't really know. T95V2, you can't get that because that was a Founders Pack tank. Yeah, but the Panther 88 is now in the store, and out of all of the Tier 8 premiums, if I had to recommend one now, knowing that the Type 59 can't be bought, I would recommend this tank. You have seen one replay of this before. I'll put a link in the description for those of you that haven't. It was a 5k game in the Panther 88 with one of my buddies in the Tiger 88, and he did 6k in the same game. That was quite an amusing match. I'll put a link in the video description below. Yeah, so Panther 88. What is good about this over the Type 59? Well, we all know the Type 59 is absolutely epic when it's hull down. But once it is hull down, the .38 accuracy and the low pen with the standard AP rounds means not all the shots you're going to fire are going to pen the target or even hit the target where you want, or even hit the target at all. So that's where the Panther 88 holds the ace card. This gun, .31 accuracy, 2.5 second aim time. That's not great, but it's definitely a lot better than the Type 59's 2.9, is it, I think? Let me bring it up. Yep, Type 59 has 2.9 second aim time, so although Panther 88, it's not great, it's still better than the Type 59. And there's one other stat as well, which is also awesome on the Panther 88. The rate of fire of 8.69 rounds per minute against the Type 59's 6.9, so you almost get a whole extra 2 rounds a minute. You do lose 10 on the alpha damage, but that 2 extra rounds per minute more than makes up for the 10 difference. Yeah, so you get some good DPM, good accuracy, acceptable aim time, but it can't take a hit like the Type 59. But the standard pen, 203mm, that is enough. Especially for flanking shots like this, it means you don't have to switch to your premium rounds for the side of an E75. In the Type 59, quite a lot of times I do find myself bouncing standard rounds off the side of Tier 9 heavies, which does get quite frustrating, especially when they're square on and you've aimed up the shot quite nice. Anyway, this idle situation for this tank, mid to long range engagements, gives you more chance of avoiding enemy fire incoming, but you have the accuracy and enough pen to be able to pen the tanks. There's an E75 there, so I've swapped to the premium rounds. With the premium rounds, you do lose out against the Type 59 a little bit, but because you have the accuracy to hit where you want, I mean an E75 at range, with the Type 59 you have enough pen for the lower plate, but trying to get it to hit the lower plate is another thing. Whereas with this tank, .31 accuracy, I believe most of the gun stats are even better than the Panther 2. You definitely have more rate of fire, I think, and better accuracy as well. So for a premium tank to have better gun stats than the equivalent Tier 8 tech tree tank, yeah, it's a tidy tank. I like it. And with stabs, that aim time is kind of, yeah, you don't really notice it at all. I love this tank. So what is the worst thing about this tank? We've not spoken about that yet. Well, the worst thing about this tank is most definitely the mobility. The hull of this tank is the Tier 7 Panther with a Schmolturm turret. The specific power is just under 13 brake horsepower per ton. It does, we can see now, it goes in a straight line, but the track traverse is quite bad. Any guys that have jumped in an E50 and you don't have off-road driving and clutch braking on that, this tank kind of plays like not a stock E50, kind of a not fully upgraded E50. It works, but it doesn't work well enough. So there is a bit of a trade-off. You get great gun handling, you lose a bit of mobility. Yeah, so you can't have everything though, can you? It's a premium tank at the end of the day, but it does earn some really, really good credits. And then, like I said, if I had to recommend one tank, no, you can't buy the Type 59, it would most definitely be this one. It can't brawl as well as the Type 59, nowhere near as well. This tank versus a Type 59 in close quarters, I would expect the Type 59 to win every time. But in terms of medium to long range engagements, yeah, excellent tank, and I like it. So you can see now, Tiger, he's got the same gun as me basically, and he can tear me to shreds, but I can tear him to shreds too. He's doing a valiant job of trying to reset the cap, which he is doing, but it's all in vain. Anyway, so I've not really been looking at the game, to be honest. Yeah, but it's an ace tanker replay. The ace figure seems to have dropped lately, since the ace figure was quite high when this tank first came out. I expect a lot of people bought it and they were playing it quite regularly, but now it's not so popular. Well, not so popular. Now people aren't playing it as much. The ace figure has dropped considerably. Anyway, 107,000 credits. There was an up on there. I don't know if it was a silver up. Master ace tank, 3 kills, 3,200 damage. Yeah, but it's all about the silver with your premium tank. You can see there, 2 tier 8 premiums, top of the table. It's not on damage though. I say it had a good game, but we almost matched a tier 9 heavy on damage there. Like I said, in the description will be a replay, link to a replay, 5k damage game. Yeah, you can do it in this tank. This is one of those tanks that prefers not stagnant action, but prefers the action to be not so frenetic, a bit more standoffish, and use those great gun stats just to snipe out damage from long range and try and save your hit points up for the last dregs of the game. Anyway, right onto another replay. Not particularly impressive damage figures in this one, but there's just one little thing that happens in this game that really made me chuckle. I don't get many opportunities like it to do it, so I took the opportunity and I loved, well, I was going to say every second of it, but it only lasted for about 2 seconds, but totally worth it. Right, here we go, pushing in. We spot a target up on the hill and we actually bounced a shot from it, but I couldn't see what it was from the little writing. Anyway. So you can see through it in a straight line, it does go, it's just going up hills and traction reverse fit, it doesn't like to go. Also we're getting some more spots. It's MT25, oh that was a bad shot from me, need to stop doing that. I'm getting a bit lazy these days. Here we go, kill number 1, easy peasy. Didn't even get a damage written. Right, so this position here you see me using, it's very good for early game spots, but it can be countered quite easy by an aggressive play to, let me see which map square it is on. It's on roughly between H6 and 7. There's a little rock that the enemy team can send a fast tank to and get sniping shots in your side to here, so you have to be a little bit careful about that one. But if everyone goes to there, it's a really, really good spot. Right, so the 112's going in. See a T32 on the way in. Bounced my shot, never mind. Team hitting him. And now I see my opportunity. Here we go. I've been waiting to do this for months. Here we go. Oh, got 8 damage tickets out of that. Epic. Oh yeah, I don't get the opportunities for that. Oh, and I tracked him somehow. Anyway, yeah, I don't get the opportunities for that very often. But when I do, I like to take them. See, look at that accuracy. I sniped out his hole just over that hill. Can we do it again? Where's he looking at? I don't know. Right, he's dead. Yeah, I love doing that. You see a lot of PC replays with epic jumps and stuff like that, but you don't see it very often on console. Or I don't see it very often. I don't know if you guys do. I'd love it if there was more opportunities for jumps and stuff like that, even if they kind of built into some of the maps and ramps and stuff like that for you to be able to do that sort of thing a bit more often. Right, here we go. You can see my auto-aim shots didn't do anything this game so far. Like I said, I'm getting very complacent. I could do a lot more damage if I wasn't so lazy. Right, this Panther's not going to get away. There we go, picking him up. Right, so that's this side sorted. Yeah, you have to play this tank. You have to expect if someone aims at you and fires at you, unless they're tier 6 tank maybe, you have to expect that round to penetrate, and you have to play like that. It's not like a Type 59 where you can get hull down like now. This ridge line here, I could just sit with my turret poking out, and I would be all but impervious to everything but the highest of penetration tier 8 tanks. Whereas with this, you have to be a little bit cautious. You do get more hit points from the Type 59. There we go, see, prototype gets spotted and whacks me for a lot of hit points. Backing off, trying to lose my spot. Yeah, prototype is a dangerous tank to this tank. Yeah, like I said, Type 59. I'd be a little bit more confident just to sit there with my turret poked out. But not this one.
Target locked.
So I'm side scraping out slowly. Probably take one more hit. I was aiming for the side of the prototype's turret. There's a little flat part, but from that range, even with .31 accuracy, you're going to be lucky. So I'll switch to a premium round. There we go. Didn't need it for that situation because he exposed his really weak side armor. Anyway, a couple of tanks left. What can we do? Pick up the kill on the light tank there. I think it was an awful Panther. Managed to beat the other guys to it. See, there's the track traverse there, fellas. It's kind of like playing a fast heavy tank with a medium tank gun. That's the only way I can put it, really. That's what I like to see there. A light tank that's not dead at the start of a game. And he's obviously been doing some work. Right, KV4 at range. I'll switch back to my premium rounds. I do have enough pen minute standard rounds for a KV4 if you were right next to him. Remember, pen quotes are at 100 metres and he's a good 400 odd metres there. Yeah, so my AP rounds weren't going to do anything from that distance. Right, here we go. Hold down target 2. Premium rounds should be happy days and pick up this kill just before the game ends. There we go. Right, there we go, fellas. Panther 88. It's now in the tech tree. I think it's going to cost you 7,300 gold. Well worth it. It's got a better handling gun than the stock Panther 2, but the mobility is just slightly lacking. But if that's your sort of playstyle, long range sniping, I can fully recommend this tank. It's one of the better tier 8 premiums in the game. Anyway, there we go, fellas. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Panther 88 is in the tech tree. Go take a look if you haven't already. And remember to have a look at the link in the video description for the other replay and see what sort of damage output this tank can do in the right situation. Well, there we go, fellas. Catch you tomorrow. See you later.